drive.
But when you know you've got a problem, how about tell people and be honest?
What's going on? Going to war on cancel culture and bringing the spotlight on issues and topics from around the city of Jackson. I feel like Jackson, Mississippi. No one else wants to talk about.
The whole system is corrupt and evil. It's unreal. And they don't care. And everybody knows that. It's just sad.
And fights for the soul of America.
I'm going to need y'all to explain to me what a positive solution is, because you positive solutions only people have been in charge for a while now. And I'm not seeing too many positive solutions.
You never met a white light. Strap in, turn up the volume, and get ready, Jackson, for unfiltered, no sugar added talk radio. It's award-winning podcaster Clay.
Boom, shakalaka boom. You've tuned in to the Free Range Human Show Choice, your daily dose of reality radio. It starts right now. This is the Clay Edwards Show. I am, of course, Clay Edwards, coming at you live on 103.9 WYAB, streaming worldwide on the Mazda of Jackson. Live stream to Facebook, X, YouTube, and Rumble. Yep, just go type in Save JXN, and you will find us live at all of those locations right there. Facebook in a few seconds. I forgot to toggle that tab on, but it is loading now, so we'll have that up in just a second. But hey, if you're already listening, it doesn't matter, because that's not where you're listening at, so it's a moot point. Let's see here. If you want to text the show this morning, the Ellis Autoplex text line, 769-241-1944. 769-241-1944. If you want to call into the show, the phone number is 601-879-0002. If you own a business out there, or you make the marketing decisions for a business, you would like to sponsor that phone line, shoot me an email, clay@wyab.com, clay@wyab.com. Also, if you want to email the show, which I never think about that, feel free to email the show, clay@wyab.com. And we can definitely see about getting you as a partner of this show. That's about the only spot we got available, I do believe. Maybe one more. But we can always make space for the right partner. Anyhow, we got a caller on hold. Chris Hinkle, he can stay there for just a second, because I got something I want to get off my chest first. Real quick. Only in Jackson. Only in Jackson. I was sitting back there in my little office I got here where I do my editing and stuff, a little pre-show prep, and got a notification from WLBT that, and I'm not trying to make fun of it, I'm really not, but only in Jackson, a pitcher got hit by not one cars, no, not in Jackson, 2 cars. Got hit by one, bounced off it, fell out of his wheelchair, and got ran over and lodged under another. When it's your time to go, it is just your time to go. But obviously, that's not the messed up part. Well, that is the messed up part. But the only in Jackson part of this. Now, kudos to both drivers. They did not flee the scene, which tells me they probably weren't intoxicated, I hope. But neither driver had insurance. So if the guy hadn't have died, the state would have still had to have paid for his medical bills, because neither driver had insurance. What are the odds of getting ran over two times, and neither driver having insurance? Well, the odds are really high in Jackson. You probably had a better shot of neither driving having insurance than either one of them, much less both having insurance. If you all knew how many people in Jackson were riding around without insurance, you would make double dang sure that you had max insurance from Jamie Creel at Shelter Insurance Agency. Give it all to me. Uninsured driver, full coverage, collision, all of it. Because if y'all knew how many people in Jackson didn't have insurance, it would scare you. It really would. Most of them don't pay their car notes. You think they're paying their insurance while their car's out for repo? Hell to the no. Now let's go take this call from Chris Hinkle. Good morning, brother.
Hey, good morning, Clay. Hey, I know you're talking about insurance stuff, but I made an observation here yesterday. They just signed this bill for NIL money for high school athletes, correct?
Yep, I saw that yesterday.
And they are not going to tax that money, the NIL money that the student gets, correct?
Yeah, and I guess the purpose is since State and Ole Miss can't compete with like some of the bigger schools or bigger NIL funds, which I don't think Ole Miss has had a problem, but that aside, they figure let's just not tax the money and maybe we can make up the difference there. What do you think about it?
Okay.
I'm guessing from your tone you're not a fan.
Not a fan. Well, no, I'm just making some observations. So you remember a couple of years back when we were all asking, hey, get rid of the state income tax, and our elected representatives were more about, hey, let's give all teachers a meritless pay raise of $5,000 a year. Remind me, education is supposed to be a priority in Mississippi. Remember the Mississippi Miracle. Did that $5,000 get taxed?
Oh, I'm sure.
So that got taxed. But when it comes to sports and trying to compete in the SEC, that's a priority for our elected representatives. So is it about the education or is it about the competition? Because why not just say that all teachers get tax-free money? Why not just say that? I'm just looking at their priorities. They say that they're for one thing, but they do another. I'm fine with none of the money being taxed for NIL, but I also think that we in Mississippi shouldn't be taxed either.
No, I agree. Look, I don't have a problem with this NIL thing. Fred Shanks had a bill. They went with Jonathan McMillan's bill. My guess is on this, and I'm not getting this from any inside source or anything, my guess is they chose McMillan's bill over Shanks' bill because McMillan went with leadership on school choice. Fred went against it. McMillan is kind of wounded up there because a lot of people are upset with him going with school choice, and he kind of needs a win. And I like McMillan. I'm just calling balls and strikes here. So I think that's why his bill got chosen.
I like Jonathan as well. He actually called me and asked for my input about about his bill, about the school choice bill and stuff, and I gave him my thoughts on it, and it was different than I guess than what he wanted to hear. Yeah, I'm just a big fan of government staying out of our pockets.
Yeah, and like I say, I like Jonathan. It's nothing personal, but I'm gonna call balls and strikes whether I like him or not. But I don't dislike the bill, but I do have a problem with people who are already getting paid a lot of money to get a break on the money, and us not. But Will Clay, y'all's is coming. But you'll get it in 10 years when we ramp down to the zero income tax. So I don't know. It's just
and that dovetails with what just happened on the tariffs. So they've got asked the Trump organization or Trump administration has asked for a delay in looking at how the tariff money, the $175 billion that was collected, is being given back. So if you're a business and you get charged this tariff money for bringing things across our border, you're paying that. If you pass it on to the customers in the cost, and that's what they claim, that this money is passed on to the customers, that they consider this tariff a tax when it's actually not a tax, it's a tool of foreign policy. But if it's passed along to the customers, why should the business get the $175 billion refund? Why not just give it to the customers since they pay for it?
No, I agree. Hey, just real quick, I think you on that NIL thing, I think you said high school. That is for college players. Just make sure we're on the same page there. Okay.
It's still the same thing. We're talking about education and where the priorities are. And the priorities were to repay the teachers' unions by giving all teachers a $5,000 meritless pay raise, rather than just saying, hey, why don't we give everybody in the state a tax break by just eliminating the state income tax instead of promising to do it by 2037?
Well, it was like when the Biden regime tried to expunge student debt or forgive student debt up to college loan debt up to $10,000. I wouldn't have had a problem with it if you had given me, say, a $10,000 rebate on my taxes.
That's true.
I mean, why don't we just say just across the board, everybody, you can either use it towards paying off your college debt or towards your income tax or something. Why should people who didn't go to college have to tote the note for the people who chose to? That's not my problem.
100%.
That'd be like me asking y'all to pay my $10,000 on my car note.
Agree, buddy. Agree.
Appreciate
I got to get in here and do some lifting.
Have a good one.
All right. Bye.
Yeah. I'm still a little salty about about them trying to forgive $10,000 in college debt for everybody. And I'm going to be honest. Well, I'm always honest. It's a flaw of mine, actually. I don't really know how to lie when I should sometimes. Sometimes it would behoove me to either lie or keep my mouth shut. And I'm not good at either one, as y'all have probably figured that out by now. Because if I was going to lie, there's plenty of things I'd have just lied about on this show instead of speaking my honest opinion on and getting myself in trouble. Kind of like punching a hornet's nest. Anyway, the $10,000 for student loan debt forgiveness, or whatever you want to call it, I'd have been all right with that. Like I said, what do I get? What does Clay Edwards get for getting up and showing up to work every day without having to go to college to make six figures? Was that my privilege? And what do I get for being good at my job? And look, I hate it. I had a lot of friends who were still paying off college debt. I got several that only owed about 10 grand. And they were pulling for it. And I hated it. What about me? What about me? Anyway, let's check out some of your Mazda Jackson live stream comments this morning. See if not just a few good mornings. So let's see. Andrew Camp says maybe Dip Crap will call in today. I am waiting for him to start chiming in and hear what he had to say. Who's that? I'm trying to remember. We get so many idiots on this show that sometimes I forget. Between the live stream, we hadn't had too many bad callers lately. We had the one guy that got upset about the towel head comment the other day, but we hadn't had too many other than that lately. We used to get a bunch of idiots on this show, but I just kind of quit answering the phones. I just lost my patience with it. See, Kim Wade's got the patience for it. I just lost my patience with it because, like Kim told me when I first started doing this, he's like, just let them talk. Just let them talk. Don't interrupt them, and they'll eventually just talk themselves right into a corner, and you won't have to say anything. See, that's my problem. I have such a hard time just letting them talk. No, you can't say something that stupid and me not retaliate. I have to get the last word sometimes. Again, it's a flaw. It is absolutely a flaw. Let's see here. Let's do this. Let's take our first break. We only go about a minute before it. We'll take a little early break. When we come back, we're going to hit several big topics today. We're going to stay on local for just a minute because the feds have filed a motion to transfer the Jackson bribery case to another court or allow them to expand the perimeter, the area in which the jury is chosen from. They would like to get more in the southern district of the state. Basically, what they're saying is we don't need any sympathetic black folks in Hinds County that just can't seem to get it right when it comes to juries. Being sympathetic to the former mayor and the current DA. We're going to need some people who respect law and order. And one thing that's clear about the majority of Hinds County and Jackson is there's a sheer disrespect for law and order. I mean, just abundances of disrespect for law and order. So we're going to talk about that and more. And of course, Bill and Hillary Clinton go to Washington, D.C. And it wasn't supposed to be no video of this thing. But the entire video got released, 4.5 hours of their deposition in the Epstein files. For all you Epstein files lovers out there, we're going to talk about it this morning. There's some inconvenient truths that came out of that thing. Bill, Slick Willie, says that Trump was no part of the Epstein nonsense. Oh, that makes some of y'all mad, doesn't it? We got some reactions. We got a lot of video. We're going to have a fun show this morning. Episode 1166 of the most incendiary show on the RADIO, the Clay Edwards Show. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. 1039 WYAB.
1039 WYAB.
Since 2012, Brentech Solutions has been keeping Central Mississippi businesses connected and protected. From secure data backup and cloud services with Synology to reliable network design and maintenance, servers, and business Wi-Fi, Brentech truly does it all. Brentech is your Ring Pro partner and smart home automation solutions provider. Brentech can handle Microsoft 365 support and even Starlink. Visit brentech.ms. That's brentech.ms. IT solutions that work.
Looking for adventure, amazing food, and a little relaxation all in one place? You'll find it at Cypress Point Resort in Brandon. Load up the family and experience a real drive-through safari, petting zoo, and thrilling guided Jeep tours. Then slow it down with mouth-watering steaks at the steakhouse, or grab drinks and live music at the tavern. Planning a wedding or reunion? Cypress Point Resort has beautiful venues and cozy lodging. Ready for your big day or just a weekend escape? It's everything you love about the outdoors with a touch of luxury. Cypress Point Resort. Wild fun right around the corner.
For decades, you've known the name Martin's for good times, great food, and the best live music. Now that's happening at 2 locations, downtown Jackson and Livingston. Check the websites, martinslivingstonms.com and martinsdowntownjxn.com for the many special events and live music lineups. You can chill with friends on the big patio at the Livingston location and enjoy the blue plate lunches and nightly drink specials. Martin's, downtown and Livingston.
Got electrical problems? Marty Cowden and Cowden Electric are here for you. Cowden Electric is your trusted electrician, serving the Jackson area for 3 decades. Electrical repair, service, and home rewiring are just the start of what Cowden Electric can do. Cowden Electric also installs generators to keep your power going when everyone else's lights are out. Plus, LED lighting, remodels, new construction, no job is too small. Visit CowdenElectric.com. All the things. Cowden powering your home and business.
Men, if you answer yes to any of these questions, you could be suffering from low testosterone. Do you have low sex drive? ED, always tired, depressed, loss of muscle mass, obese, loss of focus and drive? You, my friends, need to get your numbers checked. Check out Men's Health of Mississippi, located in Madison, Mississippi, and online at menshealthms.com. Guys, get your numbers checked today. Trust me, she'll thank you for it. I promise. menshealthms.com. Men's Health of Mississippi.
Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is leveling up. A whole new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is now open at the Reservoir at Beethoven's Boardwalk in Ridgeland, right next door to Cock of the Walk. And the new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris will have all of your old favorites too, like the Acme Dynamite Balls and Garlic Knots, and the best specialty pizzas ever, like the Pig, the Sergeant Pepperoni, the Serpent Turf, and lots more. Come to the all-new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris location on the Res in Ridgeland, next door to Cock of the Walk.
When leaks, clogs, or cold showers slow you down, call on Anglin Plumbing, the plumbing experts who get the job done right the first time. Leaky faucet, sink, or toilet? Need a water heater installed? Call on Anglin Plumbing. You can always trust Anglin's reliable and hardworking technicians. Don't let plumbing headaches ruin your day. Call on Anglin Plumbing Service to get it fixed. And you can be a part of the team. Anglin Plumbing is now hiring. Learn more about Anglin Plumbing at anglinplumbing.com.
The new year is off to a fast start, but you can't keep up if your vehicle is sidelined. Get to Mazda of Jackson and take advantage of these super deals before time runs out. Get 1.9% financing for 63 months on all 2025 Mazda CX-5s and 2026 CX-90s, CX-50s, and Mazda 3s with approved credits, and get 1-year maintenance included in your new vehicle purchase. Don't wait another minute to experience Mazda's exhilarating performance, top-notch safety, and reliability online at MazdaofJackson.com or visit I-55 Frontage Road.
Broadcasting live from the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studios. This is the Clay Edwards Show.
Welcome back in to the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studios, where you can always text Clay to 601-879-0002 and get your complimentary testosterone screening today. Hey, this segment brought to you by our friends over at Martin's Downtown and Martin's Livingston. This Saturday, downtown, that's downtown Jacktown, Jackson, Mississippi, they're having their huge spring kickoff crawfish boil. And man, they got some great entertainment lined up. It starts at 3 p.m., goes to 9 p.m. Then, of course, the party will move inside after that. You got the Bailey Brothers. Man, the Bailey Brothers are always great. Shout out to the Bailey Brothers. Shout out to Nana's Kitchen out there in Pearl. You know, my buddies over there in the Bailey Brothers, that's their family there that got Nana's Kitchen. Good stuff there. How about the Rusted Strings? And then you got some late night entertainment with the Good Timing Buddies. It's all this Saturday. Starts at 3 p.m. Martin's downtown. Hey, you looking for somewhere great to eat lunch today? Both locations, Martin's Livingston. That's out in Madison County for those that don't know. If you're working up there, for one of our good blue-collar, hard-working men and women up there at the Amazon mega site, building those data centers, you're looking for somewhere great to eat lunch. If you don't already know about it, Martin's Livingston, it ain't 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 minutes at the most down the road from you. Get over there. They start serving them blue plates about 11 o'clock. Today's blue plate special is smoked ribs. And I'm going to tell you what, they are fine. Those smoked ribs are fine at Martin's. And of course, the full menu is available. If you can handle it and go back to work, and you got a stomach built of steel, you ain't got to sit, you don't get to sit in a chair all day, but the country fried steak, it'll have you slap your mama. I'm telling you. I've had to slap Shelby once or twice for even thinking about maybe wanting a bite of mine. She wasn't with me, but I could just tell telepathically that my mom was probably wanting a bite of that country fried steak. And I got offended. I'm just going to tell you, I ain't sharing this country fried steak with you, Mom. Anyway, y'all get over to Martin's today. I want to circle back real quick to this NIL for college, this taxless NIL money for college students, athletes. I don't have a problem with it. I don't. I'm a sports fan, and I understand how important to those communities in Oxford and Starkville and Hattiesburg, right here in Jackson with JSU, and around the state where other universities, smaller universities, may be paying NIL money. I understand how important it is to those teams being competitive, to the people coming to those towns and spending money. This is way bigger. It's way bigger than just college player getting a little income tax break. When you're talking about $1 million, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. But it's about what the revenue that it helps create for those towns. And I'm all right with that. I'm just going to, at the end of the day, I got to pick my battles. And I don't have a problem with that one. And honestly, think about it. We've been paying these kids in brown bags full of cash for 50 years. That wasn't taxed. So they ain't been paying. Let me see just how much I can butcher that sentence. Ain't been paying income tax on their money. And I know Chris Engel that called in is a big Alabama fan, big Roll Tide fan. You think they paid taxes on them Challengers during the Nick Saban era? They didn't pay no taxes on them Challengers. On them bags of cash that those players were getting. They didn't go to Alabama just because Nick Saban's a great coach. There's plenty of great coaches around America. So I love Chris, but yeah, like I said, I don't even think he's bothered by that. He's just making the point that, if we're going to give it to them, the teachers shouldn't have to pay for the taxes, and neither should anybody. So I can see where it would ruffle some feathers. I can see where it's going to ruffle some feathers. But overall, not my hill to die on. If it helps Mississippi State, Ole Miss, well, especially Mississippi State, secure a top flight 5-star recruit or a portal transfer player, keeps them from going to Alabama, Georgia, LSU, I'm all for it. Let's do it. Ring it up. Make it happen. Make it happen. And then maybe that player, because most players ain't going to the NFL, then maybe that player stays in and gets I know this is a big ask here, maybe that player stays in college, gets a degree, and one of the big alumni offer them a job, and they stay a Mississippian, and then they start paying income tax until the income tax runs out. Or maybe they just start paying property tax and sales tax and all of that. See, also, that's the other thing, too, as I think about this. I'm just using the number $1 million. Most of them aren't getting $1 million. Most of them getting $50,000, $100,000, which is a lot of money. So that is going to be an influx of cash into the community. Because if I know one thing about a young 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old kid, they're going to spend that money like a hood rat with their tax returns. It's all going to get spent back in the community, with the exception of what they spend with their drug dealer. And then inevitably, that's still going to get spent back in the community. So it ain't that bad. The state's going to get theirs one way or another. I think what the state needs to be more concerned with right now is figuring out how to get that liquor delivered. And that 27.5%, they're missing out per bottle of liquor that they ain't able to get delivered right now. That needs to be the number one priority. And I know a lot of people, that's going to rub a lot of y'all the wrong way. Clay, alcohol shouldn't be that important. Somebody actually had the audacity to comment and say that on my Facebook post the other day. Said, good. They just need to ban alcohol altogether. You know, we tried that once. We did. Prohibition, raise your hand if you've at least read about prohibition. How did that work out? Did everybody just quit drinking? Or did the black market do black market stuff? That's right. Moonshine, bootleggers, and we even got NASCAR out of it. Hell, bring back prohibition. Make NASCAR great again. Speaking of that, NASCAR, I'm gonna tell you what, I told you. I said, if you hadn't watched it in a few years because you got aggravated with the playoffs, with the rule changes, with the wokeness, and NASCAR trying to pretend it was F1, NASCAR's back, baby. I've watched every lap of the first 3 races, every single lap. Even got back home in time last Sunday to watch Atlanta, which that's become my favorite race, and I never thought that would be. I never thought I would like Atlanta more than I like Daytona, but I'm not going to get caught up in semantics here. And then COTA at the Circuit of the Americas this weekend. And Tyler Reddick starting the season off. 3 wins in a row. He's 3-0, baby. You can't win them all unless you win the first 3. You can't win the first 4 unless you win the first 3. Who owns his team? Oh, that's right. Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin, 23-11. Now, who's also on that team? Bubba Wallace. We don't like Bubba Wallace. But it's funny, you know, the DEI driver. Oh, man, you know, you think this is getting a lot of coverage right now with Tyler Reddick and Michael Jordan? Which it is. It's getting a lot of mainstream coverage that NASCAR hadn't gotten in a few years. I'm seeing more posts on social media about NASCAR the last 2 weeks especially. Really the last 3, with Michael Jordan winning the Daytona 500 as a team owner. That's huge. I mean, that's big. But then back to back to back, you know, MJ knows a thing or two about a 3-peat, doesn't he? He's now got 3 3-peats in his cap, in his trophy case. Reddick was the first driver in the history of NASCAR not to win 3 in a row. That's been done several times, but to win the first 3 races of the year at 3 completely different tracks. Now, I know Atlanta's technically a super speedway, but it's a way different track right now than Daytona. But you got Daytona, which is a restrictor plate. Is Atlanta a restrictor plate? Let's just say it is. You got Atlanta, but it's that repave and redesign just made it a completely different track. And then you got a road course. Tyler Reddick's the real deal. And he beat Shane Van Gisbergen, who had won 5 or 6 in a row on road courses. He beat him heads up. The other guy came in second. Anyway, I'd say all that to say, if you hadn't been watching NASCAR, flip the channel back on. It's good again. They've embraced the middle class again. They've wrapped their arm around blue collar. The catchphrase for this year, the marketing slogan is, hell yeah, brother. It's almost like I wrote it. I dig it, man. I dig it. I'm having fun watching NASCAR again. But I just like motorsports. I love cars. I love loud cars. I love fast cars, except on 220 in Jackson. 220 is not a NASCAR track. It is not a NASCAR track. Man, if I see a Nissan Altima or a dang Challenger or Charger or an old body style Malibu, I get out the way. I move over into the right lane. I don't care how fast I'm going. If I'm drafting with all the other cars in the left lane going 90 miles an hour, if I look in my rear view and I see any of those cars, I get out of the way and I slow down. I want them to hell around me because they going to do something stupid. Something stupid. All right, the text line, the Ellis Autoplex text line, 769-241-1944. We got a text here real quick. Unknown texter on the Ellis Autoplex text line says, Cletus McFarland is bringing in a new genre of people to the sport. Couldn't agree more. NASCAR finally wrapping its arm around Cletus and him being in those couple of races. Tony Stewart coming back for the truck races, which the truck races have been great. The trucks look really cool too right now. They look neater than they've ever looked. I'm loving the truck races. I just hadn't got a chance to watch, but the Daytona truck race. I wanted to watch the one this weekend, the road course at St. Petersburg, but I missed it. Anyhow, Cletus is bringing in a whole new fan base, and it's really just a younger version. It's a Gen Z version of the original NASCAR fan base. You know, it's younger. I don't want to use the term redneck because it's white, black, it's everybody. It ain't just like rednecks, but it's middle class. Hell yeah, brother. Let it all hang out. Kids. When I say kids, I mean, under 30. Anyway, I'm really enjoying watching it. There's an energy there that hasn't been there in a long time. There's an unpredictability there. Even though one driver just won 3 in a row, there's still an unpredictability there. And what's really awesome about Reddick winning the 3 in a row, and I know if y'all don't like this stuff, we're fixing to move on from it, I promise. NASCAR is all about parity. Pretty much every car is built the same. Every motor is built by one shop and then sent to the other. I think it's the Cup Series, the spec motors. Maybe it's Busch. Either way, just for the sake of this argument, it's all about parity. So for a driver to come out and win 3 in a row on 3-ish very distinctively different tracks, we might be looking at the next great NASCAR driver. And he might not win another race. The odds say he won't win another race in Tyler Reddick. So we'll see. And even Bubba Wallace, I think, is second in points. Am I right about that? I don't like him, but 23-11's on a roll right now, which is Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin's team. All right, no more NASCAR talk for the day. Let's take a break. When we come back, Jody Owens, Chokwe Lumumba, Aaron Banks, the feds. Will the feds get their wish to broaden the jury pool? We'll discuss. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on 103.9 WYAB.
.9 WYAB.
This is Central Mississippi's Stimulating Talk.
103.9 WYAB. Pocahontas, Jackson.
Hi, Kim Wade here. Are you craving a home-cooked meal without the hassle? Come over to McBee's Bar and Grill in Ridgeland for their Blue Plate lunch specials. Served up every weekday, at McBee's it's a different entree every day. Chicken spaghetti on Mondays, beef tip Tuesday, pork chop Wednesday, spaghetti Thursday, and catfish Fridays. And McBee's Blue Plate lunch comes with 2 classic southern sides and cornbread or a roll. McBee's specials are served every weekday from 11 to 2. McBee's, buzzing the res since 1982.
When second's making a play, short's got to cover.
A winning insurance strategy doesn't rely on one person.
Good hustle, good hustle.
Communicate with your guys and make sure everyone's in the right coverage. It takes a team that knows its roles well, working together to provide an exceptional experience.
Set the screen. You have to protect yourself. 1, 2, 3, Wildcats!
At Shelter Insurance, you can count on our local agents and award-winning customer service to help you protect what matters most.
Come see me, Jamie Creel, at Shelter Insurance and see why Forbes has rated us #1 in the world.
When it's time to get serious about work-ready equipment, come see me, Noah Sullivan, at H&H Chief Sales in Carthage. From rugged Big Tex trailers to durable CM and Legend X truck beds, H&H has what your truck needs to work harder and last longer. For the field, H&H carries reliable ag equipment from Salford, New Leader, and Chandler. Visit H&H Chief Sales in Carthage today or anytime at hhchiefsales.com. H&H, quality equipment, knowledgeable service, and solutions that work as hard as you do.
Ladies, tired of running on empty, sleepless nights, mood swings, stubborn weight, skin that has lost its glow? It is not just getting older. It is your body begging for help. Hey, y'all, I'm Morgan at Women's Wellness of Mississippi. At Women's Wellness of Mississippi, we bring it all together. Hormone therapy, medical weight loss, and the latest, greatest aesthetic treatments like facials, lasers, Botox, and so much more. This is where wellness and beauty meet so that you can feel amazing inside and out. At Women's Wellness of Mississippi, the best version of you is waiting right around the corner.
Your roof is constantly exposed to the elements, battling dirt, algae, and stains. But with Watkins Construction and Roofing Roof Wash Service, you can keep it looking like new. A proprietary rooficide treatment is EPA approved, safe, and guaranteed to prevent algae from coming back for at least 2 years. No harsh chemicals, no damage, no black streaks. Just a clean, beautiful roof that lasts. Call Watkins Construction and Roofing at 601-966-8233 or visit nomoreroofstains.com today.
Pure Air Consultants offers services on your heating and cooling system. It's time to get your heating system serviced. We offer replacement, service, maintenance agreements. It's important because if you have a gas heating system, it can produce carbon monoxide. So you want to make sure you have your system serviced and cleaned to protect your family. You want to make sure your system is safe to run. You can find us on our website at mypureairconsultants.com, mypureairconsultants.com.
Hey, Rankin County, swing by the locally owned and award-winning 042 Wine and Spirits on Highway 80 next to Sonny's Barbecue in Brandon today. We've got one of the largest selections around with over 200 bourbons and whiskeys to ignite your taste buds, more than 50 vodkas, 50-plus tequilas, 30-plus rums, and ready-to-drink cocktails, as well as premium scotches. And get this, we've got over 400 wines in stock for the perfect pairing anytime. Discover your new favorites today at 042 Wine and Spirits right next to Sonny's Barbecue, Highway 80, Cross Gates, Brandon.
Broadcasting live from the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studios. This is the Clay Edwards Show.
Welcome back in to the Clay Edwards Show, here live on 103.9 WYAB inside the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studios. This segment brought to you by our friends over at Elite Pools. Darren Solik is the owner there. A lot of you guys know Darren. A lot of you guys know Darren. Resident right out here in Madison County. Good dude, former law enforcement officer. Look, you can check them out online at elitepoolsms.com. Elite Pools can handle anything that your pool needs, from routine maintenance to full repairs, upgrades, and even complete transformations. Elite Pools can bring your old pool back to life. Man, look, my parents got an old pool, and it's just been a constant struggle year after year after year. And they finally got it settled in, got it right. Then a tree fell in it. They had finally got a good cover for it. But I'm going to tell you, just having somebody that can take care of your pool and bring it back to life and do it right, it's a godsend. So consider Elite Pools for bringing your old pool back to life. Look, is your pool water green? Call Elite Pools before you even think about adding a single chemical to it. It could be so many different things that's causing it to be green, like your filter, your water flow, or even the sand type. Elite Pools, they're an exclusive dealer of Jandy equipment, which comes with a 3-year parts and labor warranty, which is not a guarantee that most dealers make. It's going to cover parts like heaters, filters, pumps, return jets, and more. Also, Elite Pools uses Merlin liners. They are 100% made right here in the U.S. of A. USA, USA, USA. Don't get offended, liberals. It's America. Anyway, Elite Pools even works after hours when most guys won't. That's right. They make emergency service calls. And I know that for a fact. I had to reschedule an appointment with my guy because he had to make an emergency service call that took all day. So we appreciate that kind of dedication, and customer service goes a long way. Check them out online, elitepoolsms.com. elitepoolsms.com. All right, man, let's jump into it. Been talking about it all morning. This story broke yesterday. So let's go to WLBT and see what they got to say about the feds trying to move the trial or expand the jury pool for the Jody Owens, Chokwe Antar, free the land, free the people, Lumumba, and go sit at the kids' table, Aaron Banks.
Have a new development to share in the upcoming Jackson Bribery scandal trial. Federal prosecutors want to move it out of Jackson. Assistant U.S. Attorney Kimberly Purdy asked a judge to transfer the case to another court in the Southern District. She requested another option to expand the jury pool to include all counties in the Southern District. Hinds County District Attorney Jody Owens, former Jackson Mayor Chokwe Antar Lumumba, and former City Councilman Aaron Banks were all indicted on multiple public corruption charges. All three are expected to go to trial in July.
All right, so what do you guys think? Let me change screens here. What do y'all think? I'm going to tell you, I know I said this the first part of the show. If you're just tuning in, there's only one reason they want to do this. It's because they understand that a Hinds County jury can absolutely screw anything up. Anything up. Let me say it one more time. A Hinds County jury can screw anything up. What they're scared of is, and I'm just going to tell you, black women, black Democrat liberal women looking out for these handsome, well-dressed young men who just got rope-a-doped into this thing. They didn't do nothing. Didn't do nothing. They got entrapped, Clay. Don't you know what entrapment means? Yeah, it means they still took the bribe. Whether it was entrapment or not. You took it. I mean, we won't revisit all the dumb stuff that Jody Owens said, but Jody Owens is an idiot. An absolute idiot. And again, this is all karma for what they did to Anthony Fox. 100% karma for what they did to Anthony Fox. Shout out to Anthony Fox. Shout out to his brother. Love those folks, man. Love the Fox family. But yeah, they don't trust black women to not screw this up. Clay, where are you getting this baseless information from? Everybody loves their black queens. Well, we ain't got to look any further than the female black judges in Hinds County and their persistence in letting young black men off of crimes that they committed, violent crimes that they committed, letting them out on very low, if no bails. And then they run right out and do what? Murder somebody. I mean, all you got to do is go look at Kingfish's website, jacksonjambalaya.com. I mean, he dang near keeps a running score. I think he calls it his catch and release program. And he's very good at when these murders happen and they do get an arrest, going back, taking the name, running it back through, and be like, oh, look, this person should have been in jail under any other circumstances. If he had committed this crime anywhere else, he'd be in prison right now. And I know he gets mad at me when I say jail, when I mean prison, and when I say prison and I mean jail. Y'all know what I mean. Behind bars, whether it's Parchman or Hinds County or MC, whatever, the one in Rankin County. So they just don't trust y'all. They do not trust Democrat black women. Make sure I put a caveat on that. Democrat black women. Shout out to the conservative black women out there. We love y'all. We love y'all. Love you, boo-boo. Love y'all. Now, I'll tell you what. Get you a black conservative friend if you ain't got one. Get you as many as you can because they are the real deal. What they have to put up with from not just their friend circle, but the people inside the circle. For them to stand up and be a conservative, especially like a MAGA hat wearing. We have a lady that was listening to the show last week. She sent me a photo. A new listener, as far as I know. The first time she had texted anyway, as far as I'm aware. But a black lady, and I can't remember her name off the top of my head. I apologize, but she was riding in her car and had on the red MAGA hat. She's like, loved the show. I was like, thank you so much. Thank you. And I hope you know that, and I hope my conservative black brothers and sisters out there know when I'm talking about this blackety black stuff, I am not talking about y'all. I am not talking about y'all. I know y'all know that, but I'm just going to say it anyway. But yeah. And now I don't know. Now, trying to stay on topic here about Jody and Chokwe and the feds wanting to broaden their jury pool. Will the judge allow this? I'm going to go out on a limb and guess that the dang the attorneys for the idiots are going to throw a hissy fit about it. No, we need the constituents. See, I mean, then again, maybe I'm underestimating it. Jody Owens has gotten a lot of pushback online from the ghetto crowd, from the Jacksonian crowd. Chokwe, on the other hand, he's just got a spell over these folks. A free the land spell. It just, it doesn't make any sense to me. I believe it'll be hard to get a Chokwe conviction if the jury pool is Hinds County. Jody, 50-50. Aaron Banks, Aaron's going to jail unless he works a deal. I don't know how liked Aaron is. I just don't. I think he came across looking really, really weak and cuck in this whole situation. The way Jody cucked Aaron out. He really did. Angelique Lee, she ain't been sentenced yet. Will she get sentenced after this one? So they need her. They need her to testify. So they can't go put her in jail and her change her mind. Well, I guess they could. They could put her in jail. It's like, hey, we said you get a year if you testify to this. If you don't, it's 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, whatever. So whatever the deal is. Or no jail time. Then she gets jail time. So we'll see how it all shakes out. Yeah, it's going to be the trial of the century in Jackson this summer. Normally summer's a slow time for news and all that. But it's going to be busy this summer with that trial. Let's take a break. We'll be right back. Let me know in the comments on the Mazda Jackson live stream. What do you think? Shoot me a text on the Ellis Autoplex text line, 769-241-1944. We ain't going to have time to take any calls, so we'll punt that to the next hour. And we're going to start the Hillary and Bill Clinton conversation top of the next hour. We'll be right back. 103.9 WYAB.
WYAB.
The new year is off to a fast start, but you can't keep up if your vehicle is sidelined. Get to Mazda of Jackson and take advantage of these super deals before time runs out. Get 1.9% financing for 63 months on all 2025 Mazda CX-5s and 2026 CX-90s, CX-50s, and Mazda 3s with approved credits, and get 1 year maintenance included in your new vehicle purchase. Don't wait another minute to experience Mazda's exhilarating performance, top-notch safety, and reliability online at MazdaofJackson.com or visit I-55 Frontage Road.
Homeowners and business owners, are your gutters and roof storm ready? The folks at Elite Roofing and Gutters are your local experts in storm protection. The team is dedicated to fortifying your residential or commercial location against the elements. Now is the time for an inspection and for proactive solutions that ensure your roof and gutters can withstand any storm. Elite Roofing and Gutters. Online at EliteRoofer.com. EliteRoofer.com.
Since 2012, Brentech Solutions has been keeping Central Mississippi businesses connected and protected. From secure data backup and cloud services with Synology to reliable network design and maintenance, servers, and business Wi-Fi, Brentech truly does it all. Brentech is your Ring Pro partner and smart home automation solutions provider. Brentech can handle Microsoft 365 support and even Starlink. Visit brentech.ms. That's brentech.ms. IT solutions that work.
All Britain's Jewelers. When love requires a gift, nothing says it better than All Britons. Since 1920, we've been part of your family. From weddings and anniversaries to holidays, we've been there for every special occasion. At All Britons, we value your trust. Every gift, whether large or small, is a reflection of our commitment to quality and excellence. There's a reason we're still Mississippi's foremost diamond merchant. Let us show you why. All Britons Jewelry, 4460 Old Canton Road in Jackson. All Britons Jewelers.
Hi, this is Lee Atkins of Home Care Plus in Ridgeland. We are a proud carrier of Abena Premium Incontinence products. Abena has the most absorbency available, making changes and leaks less likely. After 7 years as a seller, I can tell you these products are amazing and worth every penny to quality of life for patient and caregiver. And we ship all incontinence products as well. So please come see us at Home Care Plus in Ridgeland for all the incontinence needs of you or your family member. That's Home Care Plus in Ridgeland.
Americans for Prosperity is Mississippi's and the country's leading grassroots organization dedicated to promoting economic freedom and personal liberty. Americans for Prosperity advocates for limited government, free market policies, and empowering individuals. When given freedom and opportunity, Americans are capable of extraordinary things. If you are ready to make a difference in our community and want to get involved, then visit americansforprosperity.org. Be a part of positive change at americansforprosperity.org. Paid for by Americans for Prosperity.
When it's time to get serious about work-ready equipment, come see me, Noah Sullivan, at H&H Chief Sales in Carthage. From rugged Big Tex trailers to durable CM and Legend X truck beds, H&H has what your truck needs to work harder and last longer. For the field, H&H carries reliable ag equipment from Salford, New Leader, and Chandler. Visit H&H Chief Sales in Carthage today or anytime at hhchiefsales.com. H&H, quality equipment, knowledgeable service, and solutions that work as hard as you do.
Hello, I'm Gary Jolly from the Tractor Store. LS Tractor understands your passion for the land, and just like you, LS Tractor is committed to excellence and superior products. LS Tractor comes with a long list of standard features that are unmatched by other brands and backed with the LS commitment to provide exceptional customer service and satisfaction. You get a lot more for your money with the LS Tractor. Come to the Tractor Store in Richland to experience the LS difference. The Tractor Store in Richland.
Broadcasting live from the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studio. This is the Clay Edwards Show.
Welcome back in to the Clay Edwards Show for about a minute here before we go to our top of the hour news break. I found this online this morning as I was getting ready to come in the studio. So it says, what is an ID required for versus when an ID is not required? Things that an ID is required for: boarding a plane, getting a prescription, applying for a job, cashing a check, applying food stamps, driving, getting married, adopting a pet, buying alcohol, and I'll add a couple more real quick, getting paid to Snuffle Show in New York, getting in any bar and restaurant, etc., etc. Things an ID is not required to do. Vote. That's the Democrat Party summed up for you right there. Got to have an ID to do everything, except the most important thing. Vote. Why don't the Democrats want people to have IDs to vote? It just don't make sense to me. Why wouldn't they want people to have an ID to vote? What are they trying to hide something? Are they trying to do something shady? We'll be right back.
This is Central Mississippi's Stimulating Talk.
1039 WYAB, Pocahontas, Jackson.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Day 4 of war, and the U.S. and Israel launched new airstrikes on Iran. U.S. nationals being warned to evacuate from 14 countries in the region after Iran's religious leaders called on Muslims to avenge the death of the Ayatollah Khamenei. President Trump posted to Truth Social this morning, claiming Iran wants to talk. His response, too late. His number 2 is weighing in. Correspondent Weijia Jiang is at the White House.
Vice President J.D. Vance broke his silence about the operation in a Fox News interview last night, saying it could go on for a little or a lot longer. A source familiar with his thinking before the strikes says Vance was personally against them. But if the strikes were to happen, he argued the attack should be big and fast.
Israel and Lebanon have been trading missile strikes. The IDF says its ground troops are now positioned along the border. The BBC's John Donison is there.
We had a huge explosion behind me, sounded like artillery fire, and we've got machine gun fire in the background. This ground operation is now taking place. The Israelis determined to push Hezbollah back.
The Red Crescent reports at least 787 people have been killed in Iran. 6 U.S. military members were killed in a strike in Kuwait. The price of gas here in the U.S. jumped overnight. AAA says the average for a gallon is up 11 cents to about $3.11. Fears are taking a toll overseas.
I'm Vicky Barker at the Foreign Desk in London. Panic at the pumps. One French broadcaster headlines in Australia, Britain, France, Germany. Long lines have been forming outside gas stations with drivers desperate to tank up, trying to stay a step ahead of price rises and possible shortages triggered by the Iran war.
Oil futures soared to their highest levels in more than a year. Some bettors are cashing in on the war. CBS's Michael Wallace.
Users of prediction markets like Kalshi and Polymarket correctly placed wagers on when the attack would begin and the fate of Iran's supreme leader. A Polymarket user with the account name MAGA My Man made $600,000. Another bettor won more than $200,000. Some Democrats on Capitol Hill suspect insider trading by people around President Trump. Connecticut Senator Chris Murphy says he will introduce legislation to ban such bets.
It's primary day, and the outcome in Texas could determine control of the U.S. Senate. Four-term incumbent Republican John Cornyn is in an 8-way battle to hang on to his seat. Correspondent Ed O'Keefe in Austin.
Republicans have been winning statewide since 1994. Democrats haven't elected one of their own to the Senate seat up for grabs since Lyndon B. Johnson back in the 1960s.
This is CBS News.
Join Adriana Diaz and Kelly O'Grady for the perfect start to your weekend. Ease into your Saturday with CBS Saturday Morning on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Couponing. Wow, you didn't strike me as the coupon type.
Just trying to stay ahead of inflation. Gas, groceries, everything. It's all more expensive. I need to save wherever I can.
Have you tried Upside yet?
Upside? What's that?
It's a free app that I use that pays cash back for every gallon of gas I buy. You've got to buy gas to get around anyway. Might as well get paid for it.
Come on, does that really add up to anything?
I've already made around $200. The extra cash helped pay down my bills, and I even had a little extra left to treat myself.
And the Upside app is free?
Totally free, and the cash back is real. You can transfer the cash right to your bank account.
I'm downloading Upside right now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code BOOST to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code BOOST for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code BOOST.
News this hour is brought to you by the Rusty Healy Agency in Madison. Call Landon Thompson at 601-856-3681 to request a quote or learn more.
Another data center coming to Mississippi. Mostly sunny and 81 this afternoon. Clouds building up tonight with a low at 63. A partly cloudy Wednesday with a high at 82. The only day where rain is a possibility this week is Friday. With news on 103.9 WYAB, I'm Chris Davis. It's not just another data center coming to Mississippi. It's another one in the Jackson Metro, this time in Clinton. The Board of Aldermen has been working with them on what they will pay the city to occupy the old Delphi Packard Electric facility. They'll pay a fee instead of property taxes. That comes with 50 jobs. The men killed Sunday on Dogwood Trail near Oak Ridge Road in Jackson have been ID'd by Hinds County Coroner Jeremiah Howard as 31-year-old Antonio Arnold and 63-year-old Glenn McWilliams. Police say one man was in a ditch and another was in the street when they were found. Charged with murder twice over, 39-year-old Michael Knight. A sex offender convicted of statutory rape 18 years ago has had trouble for failing to register before. This time, he was able to evade the law for a while. Anyway, Philip Marvin Winter was living in the Plantation Shore subdivision in Florence near Highway 49, and deputies finally caught up to him and booked him. If you get a call from the University of Mississippi Medical Center, yes, that's actually them. The hospital system says its phones are back up and running after that cyber attack took them down back on the 19th. Now they are proactively calling people to reschedule the appointments that had to be canceled. But they say you can also go ahead and call them to reschedule if you need to. The average price for gas in Mississippi today is $2.55. More news in 1 hour on 103.9 WYAB. I'm Chris Davis.
Hello, I'm John Ravenstein, third-generation owner of Juniker Jewelry Company. I've been here 50 years.
And I'm Corey Ravenstein, fourth-generation owner. I grew up here, literally.
Our great-uncle started Juniker Jewelry way back in 1944. And that simply means we've probably helped more Mississippi men pick out their engagement rings than anyone else.
Guys who are nervous.
Guys who've waited too long.
Guys who just want to get it right the first time.
That's what we do at Juniker Jewelry, Mississippi's direct diamond importer.
No pressure, just straight answers. And the largest selection of loose diamonds, engagement ring styles, and wedding bands in the state.
Remember, you can't buy a better quality diamond at a lower price anywhere in Mississippi. That's the Juniker's money-back diamond guarantee.
Come find out why we're still here after 82 years.
And why she'll never say, you're late, if you've shopped at Juniker's.
Juniker Jewelry Company, 1485 Highland Colony Parkway in Madison, and junikerjewelry.com, Mississippi's direct diamond importer.
Your pool should be something you enjoy, not something you fight with. Hi, I'm Darren with Elite Pools. At Elite Pools, we do more than just service. We take care of everything your pool needs, from your routine maintenance to your full repairs, upgrades, and even complete transformations. If your pool needs a little attention or a fresh start, then Elite Pools can bring it back to life. Visit Elite Pools online at elite.com. That's elitepoolsms.com. Or give us a call. At Elite Pools, we keep you swinging.
Welcome to the Clay Edwards Show. More adrenaline.
You know, it's a pretty interesting time to be alive. What's the saying that made the times you live in be interesting? We have accomplished that.
More testosterone for your morning drive.
When you know you've got a problem, how about tell people and be honest? What's going on?
Going to war on cancel culture and bringing the spotlight on issues and topics from around the city of Jackson.
I feel like Jackson, Mississippi.
No one else wants to talk about.
The whole system is corrupt and evil. It's unreal. And they don't care. And everybody knows that. It's just sad.
And fights for the soul of America.
I'm going to need y'all to explain to me what a positive solution is, because you positive solutions only people have been in charge for a while now. And I'm not seeing too many positive solutions.
You never met a white
Strap in, turn up the volume, and get ready, Jackson, for unfiltered, no sugar added talk radio. It's award-winning podcaster Clay Edwards.
Boom goes La Dynamite. It's hour 2 of the most incendiary show on the RADIO. This is the Clay Edwards Show here inside the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studios on 103.9 WYAB. We're streaming worldwide over there on the Mazda Jackson live stream at Save JXN. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on X, and we are on Rumble. All you got to do is just type in Save JXN, and you'll be able to find us right there, having a good old time like we always do here on the show. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Appreciate all the live chats. Appreciate the text on the Ellis Autoplex text line. That number is 769-241-1944. If you want to call in, the phone number is 601-879-0002. We got Andrew Allgosser, no breaks, sitting in with us again today for this rest of this hour here this morning. We appreciate having Andrew. Andrew, is your mic work? No. So just for the record, that's Mike 2.
That's Mike 2. Got it.
Yeah. All right. So we got Andrew back in here with us today. Andrew, how you doing this morning?
Man, I'm feeling great. Feeling great.
Good to hear. Andrew, so a lot of interesting things happened. Well, the Epstein, Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton hearing was a couple of days ago. Was it over the weekend or was it Friday? Anyway, they released the video yesterday, the 4.5-hour deposition. And it's been clipped up and cut up and all the things that the internet does with it. I highly recommend. I haven't watched the whole thing. I'm planning on putting it on in the background today when I get home. Mm-hmm. It's on YouTube at GOP. What is it? I'll tell you. I'll give it to you in a minute. GOP something over on Twitter, but they got a YouTube channel also. They uploaded the full thing to YouTube. I don't feel like losing my space here right now for it. But anyway, I'll tell you where you can find the video at. I'll drop the link in the live chat. And I highly recommend going and watching the whole 4.5 hours. My goodness, quite some revelations came out of that thing.
Yeah, I think the biggest one is that Bill doesn't think Trump had anything to do with Epstein.
Yeah, we got that video. I want to start with another video from there. We've got some exclusive video.
There we go.
Some exclusive. This was filmed with a special lens. This was filmed with a special lens that exposes what Hillary really looks like. Now, what was that movie with Roddy Piper where you wear the glasses and could see the zombies?
Oh, shoot. I should remember.
I can't even remember the name of that
No,
movie.
Hot Rod.
It's it's a terrible movie, but if anybody knows, y'all let me know. The name of that movie with Roddy Piper. As soon as somebody says it, I'm going to kick myself in the butt for not remembering it. But it's where he can wear the glasses and there's that great fight scene.
Yep.
Where he's in there. But anyway, so let's play this video while we figure out the name of that movie here. This is good stuff here. Oh, would you look at there? She's a devil. Hillary is Satan. So this is where Hillary throws a fit.
Typical behavior.
We will go off the record.
Oh, for heaven's
So I would like
sake.
to understand how that's permissible.
It doesn't
Excuse
matter.
me.
We all are abiding by the same rules.
I will take that down.
Yeah,
So
well.
I would like to take a break at this moment.
Yeah,
I'd like to have
I'm
a
done
conversation.
for now.
Go off the record. Go off the record.
She likes those blue suits, that's for sure. She loves her blue pantsuit. She's shaped like she's shaped like an inverted, like what you would imagine a
Pear?
No, an hourglass. She's shaped like a reverse hourglass. Yeah, a pear.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll work. She's shaped like a pear. She's a strange, evil woman, man. A very strange, evil woman for sure. But yeah, so that was her. That was her and her devil, with her devil mask being exposed there. So strange stuff. Strange stuff. And we've got plenty more videos. I do want to play the video saying he didn't believe that Trump was a part of that, and I've got all that right here. I got all these saved in my favorites on X, so it kind of takes me a second to kind of go through all of them here. It was just easier just to save a bunch of them in one spot and kind of browse through them. Did you hear what else he said about his first trip? Bill Clinton said his first trip to Epstein Island was with J.B. Pritzker and his wife.
That's just absolutely enlightening. I did not hear that one.
I thought you would like that. Yeah, we'll play that one right here, right now. This is Bill saying that JB and his wife flew on Epstein's plane together. JB will not be able to shake that.
No.
It's on here.
Yes, we can hear you.
Was Jeffrey Epstein on? You apparently took 26 flights on planes connected to Jeffrey Epstein. Was he on every flight you were on?
Was he on every flight I was
Yeah.
on? That's a good question.
If you know.
What?
If you know, their flight manifest.
Yeah,
Do you know?
There'll be a record of it, but I think he was, or certainly on most.
You think he was? Well, that's okay. Was Ghislaine Maxwell on every flight you were on, as far as you remember?
The same answer. I think she was, but there'll be a record of it.
Okay. When you took these flights, you're saying a lot of them were on behalf of your foundation or your charitable work, correct?
Yes.
Who did you normally bring on these flights? You know, I assume, employees of the foundation, whatever.
I brought people who work with me, especially people who would have to follow up on the fundraising, or people who were involved in my AIDS work. I bought people who.
Just like I never go anywhere alone. You never went anywhere alone, right?
What? No.
You always have an
And I had the Secret Service with me. And then on occasion, I had people who had volunteered to help us and wanted to see what we were doing. For example, I think it was on one of these trips, I think, that I had my first trip for the man who's now the governor of Illinois, J.B. Pritzker, and his wife. They helped me get started.
I bet they did. Yeah, I like what he said. There's people who wanted to see what we were doing.
Yeah.
I bet they did.
Sickos.
I bet they did. Let's see here real quick. They Live is the name of that movie, by the way. And the YouTube channel you can find all this stuff on is at GOP Oversight. Is the name of that. It's the name of that YouTube channel. So let's see here.
They set up their own YouTube to document all this.
They did. Well, I mean, this is the official oversight committee. So it's GOP Oversight Committee.
That's incredible. Is it in its own playlist then, or?
No, they didn't. So they have an X handle at GOP Oversight. They just put a few teaser clips up, but they're trying to push everybody over to the YouTube to watch it all. But other people have gone to the YouTube and clipped it up, and it's all over X. Just different creators. I didn't take the time to do it. I saved a bunch of these to my
Bookmarks.
But my bookmarks, and it's like I'll just kind of stroll through them this morning. The first one I had was of Bill clearing Trump here.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Holy smokes, Bill just
While you look for
vindicates.
that, I'll tell you
here,
what.
I got it right here.
Impression.
Did you have something you want to say first?
Bill sounds terrible.
He looks even worse.
He sounds terrible.
Yep, looks even worse. Let's play Bill right here real quick. This is Bill. And now this came out a couple of days ago, so y'all are a smart audience. You probably already know this, but just for those that have been busy, hadn't had a chance to see it, because I can assure you the mainstream media ain't gonna talk about this. But Bill Clinton came out and basically vindicated and cleared Trump, and I'm gonna give you my opinion on why I think he did that.
I hate this, but because I don't believe I should inject anything. But I do not want to leave the impression, but since there was no follow-up question, the president never, this is 20-something years ago, never said anything to me to make me think he was involved in anything improper with regard to Epstein either. He just didn't. That's the truth. As I said earlier, the only conversation I had with President Trump about this was in the early 2000s. And I have no information that he did anything wrong. I just want it all out there. I want everybody to get it all out there and let everybody see where we are. I hate this.
All right, that's it on that. And let's pivot back over here to this other screen real quick. We'll come back. We'll bounce back to all that. But yeah, so my thoughts real quick. I think that was a hat tip to Trump.
Give me a pardon.
Yep. I think that was a look. I did you a solid. Even if Trump is or isn't, whatever. I firmly believe Trump has nothing to do with being a pedophile or any of that stuff. I will die on that hill until proven otherwise. I mean, until Trump comes out and says I was a pedophile and doing it, he ain't going to do that.
No,
it ain't there. And you're crazy if you think it is. If seriously, if we're friends and you think that Trump is guilty of anything he's being accused of in those lists and that nonsense, you're a crazy person, and I need to get in touch with an immediate family member, and we need to sign and get you committed. You're a crazy person if you think Trump had anything to do with any of that, because the Democrats would have already, not just because I'm a ride or die Trump, but because you think the Democrats wouldn't have already locked him up.
They would have used that so much in 2020.
They had access to these files forever, but especially the last 4 years during the Biden regime.
Yep.
So
they would have hooked him up.
It's just crazy. I mean, they made up Russiagate. Hillary Clinton, the audacity of Hillary.
Yep.
To talk about things being true or not in some of these video clips, while she's talking about baseless conspiracy theories with Pizzagate and all that. I'm like, you made up Russiagate. You paid somebody to make it up.
Yep.
But I think that Bill doing that was absolutely a bro. That was a bro thing, right? The bro job. A bro job right there. That was, hey, bro, I cleared both of us now. Look, can we stop this?
That's going to be the interesting thing, because what's really interesting to me is Hillary Clinton and her responses compared to Bill Clinton and his responses. Hillary is much more aggressive, shrieky, girl boss power going there, basically trying to run the room, where Bill is actually trying to show some type of contriteness. If that's a word. He's trying to be contrite and not anger. And it just shows the two totally different people that they really are. It makes you wonder how they stayed married the whole time, what really happened there. And with Bill going down like he's going down, you can see it in his face. You said, I haven't seen the pictures, but you can hear it in his voice. He's not all there.
He's tired.
He's done. He wants to go sip pina coladas and just ride out his days.
He was planning to have an endless supply of adrenochrome. And unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but unfortunately for him, this whole EPSTEIN inconvenience, ran out, and now they can't go to the island. They go into the temple where they were doing the sacrifices and draw the adrenochrome.
That's just disgusting.
That's what I saw on the internet, so it's got to be true.
Yep. And I think that's honestly why America's having such a hard time getting rid of the Epstein files. I know that there's this view over there that, hey, we just got to let it go and move on. It's over. Epstein's dead. Maxwell is in a prison, if you want to call where she's at is more like a country spa, but
she's there against her free will.
Yeah, but compared to what she should be doing with everything like that, she should be either in Leavenworth making little rocks out of big rocks, or she should be facing the gallows. And that's, I think, where the real breakdown is, Clay, is that do we just simply allow these tens of thousands of kids who were humanly trafficked, smuggled, sexually exploited, and just be abused in ways that we'll never we'll probably never see, because those videos have already been scrubbed. I genuinely believe if they do have them, they're never going to see the light of day. Or are we going to just let it all go away? And every society, I mean, you go back to the Incans, the Mayans, the Romans, the Greeks, every time that they started going down this child exploitation road, I'll keep it PG-13, they ended up collapsing. And I think that's why you see so many people on the right fired up about this. I want to see justice. And I said this yesterday, and I'll say it again. Pam Bondi's like boobs on a bull. It's just worthless right now. Nothing's happening whatsoever.
Well, for everybody that keeps saying nothing's happening, a couple things here.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all better thank your lucky stars about how upset y'all are with Trump right now that he decided to do all this, because Hillary Clinton was almost our president if not for Donald Trump.
Yep.
And then B, we just had the Clintons rolled into Congress for a 4.5 hour deposition about the Epstein files and about child pornography and Bill Clinton liking young girls. And they even brought up frazzle drip. And if you don't know what frazzle drip is, I did not. And I thought I knew all of this stuff. I don't know that Google will tell you. I don't know that ChatGPT will tell you. Grok will tell you what frazzle drip is. Now, it calls it a baseless internet conspiracy, but it will tell you exactly what it is. And if I think I can clear the censors, I will try to tell you on the other side of this break. We'll be right back here on the Clay Edwards Show with Andrew Gosser, 103.9 WYAB.
WYAB.
Hey guys, this is Casey Ellis with Ellis Autoplex, located on Highway 471 in Brandon. Ellis Autoplex, known as Little Truck City, is your old school mom and pop style dealership that's family owned and operated. We specialize in 4-wheel drive trucks, but don't worry, we have cars and SUVs too. Looking to sell your vehicle? Bring it by Ellis Autoplex, where we pay fair market value and we cut you a check on the spot. Need your vehicle service or repaired? We can handle that too. Shop us online or set your appointment at ellisautoplex.com. That's ellisautoplex.com.
Looking to make technology work for your business instead of the other way around? Visit brentech.ms today. From reliable network infrastructure and wireless internet to cloud or on-premise backups, Brentech has solutions that keep your business connected, secure, and running smoothly. Don't let tech headaches slow you down. Discover how Brentech can simplify and elevate your business at brentech.ms. That's brentech.ms. Brentech, technology made easy.
Looking for adventure, amazing food, and a little relaxation all in one place? You'll find it at Cypress Point Resort in Brandon. Load up the family and experience a real drive-through safari, petting zoo, and thrilling guided Jeep tours. Then slow it down with mouth-watering steaks at the steakhouse, or grab drinks and live music at the tavern. Planning a wedding or reunion? Cypress Point Resort has beautiful venues and cozy lodging. Ready for your big day or just a weekend escape? It's everything you love about the outdoors with a touch of luxury. Cypress Point Resort. Wild fun right around the corner.
For decades, you've known the name Martin's for good times, great food, and the best live music. Now that's happening at 2 locations, downtown Jackson and Livingston. Check the websites, martinslivingstonms.com and martinsdowntownjxn.com for the many special events and live music lineups. You can chill with friends on the big patio at the Livingston location and enjoy the blue plate lunches and nightly drink specials. Martin's, downtown and Livingston.
Got electrical problems? Marty Cowden and Cowden Electric are here for you. Cowden Electric is your trusted electrician, serving the Jackson area for 3 decades. Electrical repair, service, and home rewiring are just the start of what Cowden Electric can do. Cowden Electric also installs generators to keep your power going when everyone else's lights are out. Plus, LED lighting, remodels, new construction, no job is too small. Visit CowdenElectric.com today to see all that they do. Cowden Electric, powering your home and business.
Hey guys, we notice. We notice when you're tired all the time. We notice when your drive is gone. We notice when you're just not feeling that into us. But here's the good news. It might not be your age. It might be your testosterone level. Hey y'all, I'm Morgan at Men's Health of Mississippi. We help men just like you. We specialize in giving you back your strength, your energy, stamina, and confidence. Don't settle for feeling less than your best. Call Men's Health of Mississippi today to find out what your testosterone level is. Trust me, we'll notice that too.
When leaks, clogs, or cold showers slow you down, call on Anglin Plumbing, the plumbing experts who get the job done right the first time. Leaky faucet, sink, or toilet? Need a water heater installed? Call on Anglin Plumbing. You can always trust Anglin's reliable and hardworking technicians. Don't let plumbing headaches ruin your day. Call on Anglin Plumbing Service to get it fixed. And you can be a part of the team. Anglin Plumbing is now hiring. Learn more about Anglin Plumbing at anglinplumbing.com.
Broadcasting live from the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studio. This is the Clay Edwards Show.
Welcome back in to the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studios. This segment brought to you by our friends over at 042 Wine and Spirits right over there on Highway 80 in Cross Gates, Brandon. Locally owned, locally operated, award-winning 042 Wine and Spirits. Guys, over 400 different wines, 200 different bourbons and whiskeys, 50 different vodkas, 50 different tequilas, 50 different gins, all that great stuff. Tons of ready-to-drink cocktails. What is a ready-to-drink cocktail? It's a pre-mixed drink in a can. Boom, you buy it, throw it on ice, throw it in the fridge, whatever. You ain't got to buy a setup or nothing. Just ready, just like a beer. Pop, drink. That's a win-win right there. Of course, they got all your favorite Fireballs, Jägermeisters, moonshine flavors, all that great stuff. Tried the banana pudding moonshine shot. It has no business being as good as it is. No business. I'm telling you, if they had it in a non-alcohol version, I'd pour it in my protein shakes. Of course, it would be 10,000 grams of sugar, but whatever. YOLO. Maybe I could just eat some banana pudding. It's literally better than most banana puddings I've had. It's just that crazy. Again, no business being that good. They got them right there on the counter at 042 Wine and Spirits. You got any need any drink recipes? Need to know how to throw a concoction together? Don't hesitate to ask one of the very knowledgeable staff members there. Good folks. Some of them cats were bartenders, like Kevin was bartender for years and years and years, from the dock to the gallows and all sorts of places in between. So never hesitate to ask them how to make something. I know I've told the story a million times, but I needed a lemon drop recipe from a bar he used to work at, and man, he scribbled it down on a piece of paper for me. Boom, shakalaka. 042 Wine and Spirits. Swing by and see them today. And if they got your favorite in stock, you might want to grab it, because with the nonsense going on over there at the ABC warehouse, you don't want to just assume it'll be restocked anytime soon. If they don't have, if they got it in stock and got a couple bottles, you might want to buy 2 bottles. So anyway, never drink and drive. Stop by 042 Wine and Spirits. Andrew.
Yes, sir.
Frazzle drip.
Frazzle drip.
So Hillary got asked about frazzle drip yesterday, and I don't feel like sitting here fumbling through all these videos I got to find it. So I'm just going to read y'all what frazzle drip is. And I think it was either Lauren Boebert. God bless Lauren Boebert.
Yep.
It was either Lauren Boebert. I'm so glad that if I had to pick between her stepping down and Marjorie Taylor Greene stepping down, I'm so glad Marjorie left. I was never a Marjorie Taylor Greene fan. She always came across like a grifter to me. She's just the white Candace Owens, and I'm not a fan of either. I've always liked, give me 2 scoops of that Boebert right there. But so frazzle drip. If you have a kid in the car, I recommend changing the channel for a second. I'm gonna give you about 5 seconds to change the channel real quick, or just turn it down for about 30 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Frazzle drip. This was according to Grok here, and Grok spun this into a very conspiratorial way instead of just telling me what it is. Frazzle drip says it isn't anything real. It's a super dark conspiracy theory, guys. Guys, this ain't real. It's fake. It's just conspiracy theory. It popped up super dark. Let me start over without all my injecting my nonsense into it. It says frazzle drip isn't anything real. It's a super dark conspiracy theory that popped up around 2018 tied to Pizzagate. But Pizzagate's not real. Anyway, tied to Pizzagate and QAnon stuff. The claim, all right, here's where it gets wild. The claim, there's this fake, air quotes in the studio, snuff video, supposedly found on Anthony Weiner's laptop showing Hillary Clinton and Huma Abedin, who was married to Anthony Weiner at the time and was a top Hillary Clinton associate, staffer, or whatever, doing awful ritualistic things to a child, like wearing the child's face as a mask and drinking blood. Total fiction, guys. No video exists. Never did. Wink, wink. Fact checkers, astute fact checkers like Snopes have already debunked this years ago. All right, full stop. If Snopes debunked it, it's real as can be. 100%. Snopes debunked or confirmed a lot of things that were incorrect. And I'm just going to tell you, maybe it's just that I've just been completely ate up with this stuff and been told so many times by Snopes and fact checkers and the mainstream media and everybody else that things were fake that weren't, or things that were real that weren't. COVID broke the media, and it broke our trust in the media. The vaccine broke the media, broke our trust in it. The attacks on Trump starting in 2014, 2015, whenever he came down that escalator, that were all proven to be lies, the witch hunts, it has all broken my trust in the system. I don't believe anything y'all tell me anymore. That's not my fault. It's not my fault that I believe Pizzagate's real. It's not, well, because it is real. Not Israel, is real. It's not my fault that Frazzle Drip seems completely plausible. It's y'all's fault for all this stuff seeming plausible.
It just seems that this group of people on the left, whether it be Pizzagate, Frazzle Drip, the Bohemian ceremony that's out there in California, that there's been.
Yeah, I don't have as much of a problem with that. That's more just like that's more of theater. But
I'm
but I
saying
get it.
It's all connected though,
Sure.
because they all support that kind
Bohemian
of.
Grove.
That's the one. They all support that kind of nonsense where they're basically going after kids and doing just indescribable nasty stuff with kids. And you know, Congressman Tim Burchett said it best. You know, these people need to have their trials, and then they need to come to his farm, and he's got some gallows he's going to build. And like, if they're not going to do it on federal property, bring them out to his farm in Tennessee, and they'll do it there. We've got to hold these people accountable. And with everything that's coming at us, Clay, whether it be Iran, Israel, the testimony for Bill and Hillary Clinton, the riots in Minnesota, there's just so much coming at us. And we've got these awesome things called computers. We're trying to take all this in and synthesize it. And we talk about it off there too. There's so much. We have stuff left over after our show that we knew could have led the show, but there's just so much craziness out there. We didn't get to it. And we have to choose and decide what's important and what's not. And, you know, people who are sitting here, I understand, you know, you want Epstein out there and you want to get to the bottom of that, but you made a really valid point. You know, Trump has given us so many wins and so many victories. I'm not going to necessarily hold this against him if it doesn't go the way that I want it to go, but I'm certainly not going to let it go either. And I am so disenchanted with the Department of Justice and with how they're handling these things, whether it be Minnesota, whether it be Epstein, whether it be anything else. Because I know, Clay, if that was me or you that did any of this craziness, we'd be in the lockup and we'd be looking at a lot of hard time. But because these people are in the political class, or they're above the political class, they just get their name dragged through the media, and then it just kind of disappears and falls away into the nether.
Well, I think a lot of the stuff in Minnesota is yet to be determined. I believe that you're going to see arrests in Minnesota.
Oh, I think the church people who invaded the church, they'll get arrested, but
No. I'm talking about the fraud. I believe you're going to see arrests in the fraud. They put JD over it. I believe something's going to happen there. Now, and look, we know that big cases take a minute to come together. Federal cases, they take a minute to come together. They're not going to tell you they're investigating something. they're going to put it all together and then they're going to make an arrest. That's just the way the feds work.
You know, I try not to be black-pilled, but on this, I think I am, because I've been told for the last 3 years, Congress is investigating. Oh, the DOJ is investigating. Oh, they're having another hearing on this. And I'm just like, I'm just done with it, Clay. I don't believe my politicians anymore.
Well, I believe that you're going to see something there, and because it's enemies of Trump, and he is on a vengeance tour. I believe that's why you'll see something in Minnesota, because it's some of his loudest critics, and he's looking to prove a point with his loudest critics.
Oh, I think if Trump was the judge, jury, and executioner, that he would. But there's people in there who he's trusting to get stuff done. And look, you have to look at how politicians have responded under the pressure and under the spotlight. Marco Rubio is an absolute G, right? No matter what stage he's on, no matter what questions he's asked, he's always ended up being able to come out on top, land on his feet, and reassure you. J.D. Vance the same way. Pam Bondi doesn't do that at all. She looks like deer in the headlights. She's not like a Tulsi Gabbard, or where Tulsi comes out and she's very methodical and logical, doesn't get too animated and doesn't do anything like that. But Pam Bondi, she'll come out there wearing her cross on her neck, and she'll tell you she worded a very strong letter to the Attorney General of Minnesota saying, you better follow what we're saying. And you know what? I
don't care for Pam Bondi.
She's an absolute train wreck.
But for all the people that are out there who are black pilled over no arrest being made over the Epstein stuff like that, it's like just like they're single issue voters, and that's the only thing that's important. I just say that I don't want to call y'all idiots, but you're teetering on the edge of idiocracy if you're a single issue voter and that's your single issue. It's the Epstein files. You need to be way, way more concerned about the pedophiles in your home, in your family, in your church, where you work, next door to you. I'm not saying don't worry about the global elite conglomerate of devil worshiping, child sacrificing, children eater, adrenochrome drinkers. They're there. Worry about them, but they're not the ones that you got to worry about when your kid's outside in the front yard riding the bike down the road. They're not the ones you got to worry about when you've passed out and your brother is up in the front of the house or decides to slide to the back of the house. It's always that uncle. It's always that uncle. It's the enemy within. Y'all need to be way, way more focused on. Let's take a break. We'll be right back with Andrew Gosler here on the Clay Edwards Show, 103.9 WYAB. My point being, make sure your home's in order before you flip your life upside down worrying about who is and who isn't on the Epstein list.
.1039 WYAB.
This is Central Mississippi's Stimulating Talk.
1039 WYAB. Pocahontas, Jackson.
The new year is off to a fast start, but you can't keep up if your vehicle is sidelined. Get to Mazda of Jackson and take advantage of these super deals before time runs out. Get 1.9% financing for 63 months on all 2025 Mazda CX-5s and 2026 CX-90s, CX-50s, and Mazda 3s with approved credits, and get 1 year maintenance included in your new vehicle purchase. Don't wait another minute to experience Mazda's exhilarating performance, top-notch safety, and reliability online at MazdaofJackson.com or visit I-55 Frontage Road.
When it's time to get serious about work-ready equipment, come see me, Noah Sullivan, at H&H Chief Sales in Carthage. From rugged Big Tex trailers to durable CM and Legend X truck beds, H&H has what your truck needs to work harder and last longer. For the field, H&H carries reliable ag equipment from Salford, New Leader, and Chandler. Visit H&H Chief Sales in Carthage today or anytime at hhchiefsales.com. H&H, quality equipment, knowledgeable service, and solutions that work as hard as you do.
When second's making a play, short's got to cover.
A winning insurance strategy doesn't rely on one person.
Good hustle, good hustle.
Communicate with your guys and make sure everyone's in the right coverage. It takes a team that knows its roles well, working together to provide an exceptional experience.
Set the screen. You have to protect yourself. 1, 2, 3, Wildcats!
At Shelter Insurance, you can count on our local agents and award-winning customer service to help you protect what matters most.
Come see me, Jamie Creel, at Shelter Insurance and see why Forbes has rated us #1 in the world.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind with friends and family? El Patrio Mexican Restaurant is calling your name. With locations in Flowood and Cross Gates, Brandon, El Patrio is the cozy, family-owned gym where great food meets great times. Enjoy El Patrio's signature margaritas and happy hour specials that keep their customers coming back for more. Indulge in their authentic Mexican dishes prepared with love and served in a warm, family-friendly atmosphere. Come to El Patrio and taste the traditions. El Patrio, where family, flavor, and fun come together.
Ladies, tired of running on empty, sleepless nights, mood swings, stubborn weight, skin that has lost its glow? It is not just getting older. It is your body begging for help. Hey, y'all, I'm Morgan at Women's Wellness in Mississippi. At Women's Wellness in Mississippi, we bring it all together. Hormone therapy, medical weight loss, and the latest, greatest aesthetic treatments like facials, lasers, Botox, and so much more. This is where wellness and beauty meet so that you can feel amazing inside and out. At Women's Wellness in Mississippi, the best version of you is waiting right around the corner.
For over 15 years, A1 Gear and Auto has been your hometown specialist for your auto repair and maintenance needs. From brake repair to placement to radiators, engines, starters, alternators, heat, and AC water pumps, and more, A1 will get your vehicle back up and running and on the road and in a timely manner. A1 is one of the only shops in the metro that specializes in rear differentials, rear ends, and rings and pinions. Call today to set up an appointment, or if you got questions, at 601-939-1060. A1 Gear and Auto, your hometown vehicle specialist.
Here at Lake and Glass and Tint, we've become well known for two things: window tint and windshields. Now, when it comes to window tint, you already know that we're the go-to for home, car, and office. And as always, we offer free consultations. So if you're in the need of window tint or windshields, give us a call, 601-946-1000. Check us out on Facebook or Instagram or at lakeandglassandtint.com. Lake and Glass and Tint, where quality matters.
Hey, Rankin County, swing by the locally owned and award-winning 042 Wine and Spirits on Highway 80 next to Sonny's Barbecue in Brandon today. We've got one of the largest selections around with over 200 bourbons and whiskeys to ignite your taste buds, more than 50 vodkas, 50-plus tequilas, 30-plus rums, and ready-to-drink cocktails, as well as premium scotches. And get this, we've got over 400 wines in stock for the perfect pairing anytime. Discover your new favorites today at 042 Wine and Spirits right next to Sonny's Barbecue, Highway 80, Cross Gates, Brandon. Broadcasting live from the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studios. This is the Clay Edwards.
Welcome back in to the Clay Edwards Show. This segment brought to you by our friends at A1 Gear and Auto. You need your vehicle worked on? Having any troubles with it at all? Just need some basic maintenance. Maybe you need some brakes before your brakes give out. You know, it's called basic maintenance for a reason. Preventive maintenance, should I say. Go ahead and get them brakes checked. Go ahead and get that oil changed. Go ahead and get those hoses checked out. A1 Gear and Auto can do it all. It's about to be summertime out there before you know it. Heck, it's about summertime midday around here nowadays. That air conditioner ain't blowing as cold. Let them test it. Let's see what's causing the leak. Let them do a pressure test on the lines. Let them go and top it off with a little, get it taken care of. Top it off a little Freon. Get that thing back blowing cold. If you want Clay Edwards to ride with you, that air conditioner better work. That's all I got to say. Look, man, but they can do it all. The only thing they don't work on is diesel engines, but I'm sure they can recommend you to somebody good. If they can't, I will. And I'm sure they can. The mechanics, they all know each other. But anyway, what they specialize in is your ring and pinion. And you may not know what that is exactly off the top of your head. Maybe you're not that mechanically inclined. Don't feel bad. Most folks aren't. But your ring and pinion is what makes your vehicle. It's where the power transfers to. It makes your wheels spin on that vehicle. If you just got in a Jeep, I know a lot of folks go get Jeeps, especially a lot of women. A lot of women get Jeeps. They load that dashboard up with them rubber duckies.
Yep.
And they go put some bigger wheels and tires on it. And they're like, why won't this thing get out of its own way anymore? Well, it's because them big wheels and tires aren't what was intended to be on that vehicle. And that little 4-cylinder or 6-cylinder engine having a struggle getting up to speed, getting out of the way when you're merging onto the interstates and all that with the bigger rims and tires. Well, easy solution. Not very cheap, but easy, is getting the bigger gears, putting the front and rear differential in the housings there. And make sure you can technically just do the back if you ain't never going to put it in 4-wheel drive. But if you're ever planning on using your 4-wheel drive, you got to get into the front and the back, the same size gears. I don't want to get caught up in semantics here. They can explain all that to you. My point being, if you're having that problem, get over to A1 Gear and Auto. They can fix it for you. And that goes for any other vehicles, not just Jeeps, but F-150s. Toyotas, whatever, they got you covered. A1 Gear and Auto. Florence, Mississippi, Highway 49 South, big white building, big red sign. Andrew,
yes, sir.
Let's unpack our conversation a little bit. I want to stay on this for a minute.
Yep.
We were talking during the break, and there's this single topic voter issue, and like Trump woke up a lot of people, and this Epstein stuff woke up a lot of people and got them politically involved. And I'm glad. I don't regret, but we got way too many people so upset about this thing not moving fast enough for them, and not seeing perp walks. And I want all that. I don't ever want to come across like, just because I'm saying, hey, let's pump the brakes on trying to send Trump to the gallows because we haven't perp walked people yet. Let's not go change everything in DC just yet, and cost ourselves the midterms and keep Trump hung up with impeachments for the next 2 or 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are being single focused on something that I'm just going to tell y'all at the end of the day does not directly affect y'all. I'm not saying that these people don't need to be punished or any of that stuff, but that Epstein stuff does not directly affect any of us more than the stuff that goes on in our local communities, and more than what them idiots in Congress can do to us with terrible bills like, I don't know, opening the border back up. See, I'm way more concerned about that stuff. If Trump doesn't do anything else, he closed the border. They're getting these illegals out of here. For all these idiot Democrats out there that are becoming Operation Human Shield to protect pedophiles, all this talk and concern about pedophiles lately from the left and from a certain sector of the right really just irks me, considering how many we have in our communities. But for Democrats to be out there playing Operation Human Shield between ICE and pedophiles, while ICE is trying to arrest pedophiles, and then have the audacity to cry about Trump being a pedophile, it just blows my mind. We just have more things we need to worry about. Like 2 things at once, I guess is what I'm saying. Can we not do multiple things? Can we not be appreciative of all the wins that we're continuing to get versus being unhappy about this? This is not a Coca-Cola commercial. You can't always get what you want.
The fourth rule of politics says you declare your victories early and often. And with President Trump, we've had so many victories, and we do need to do that.
Well, he told us y'all are going to get tired of winning, and clearly some of y'all have gotten tired of winning.
But I'm going to equate this to flying an airplane. I can fly the perfect mission. I can mission plan it right. I'm a wingman. I'm right on my flight lead's right wing. I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to be doing. But there's just this one thing that I don't get quite right. And we go back and we do the debrief and we talk about all the great stuff, but we have to focus on the stuff that we're not getting right too. And I think 2 things can be truthful at the same time. To your point, these libertarians that are sitting there just making this all sorts of difficult for President Trump to get certain things done, they're wrong. Do I think that they should be talking about the stuff they're talking about? Yes, but there's a way to go ahead and conduct yourself about it and not take your toys and throw them out of the prem. And that's what's happening with a group of these voters who got President Trump and the Republicans elected. There's a new poll that came out last night that actually showed the Democrats 121 seats in the House. It's the first poll that I've seen that is showing the Democrats winning the House. And there's been lots of them out there, Clay, but they're all garbage junk polls. And you get yourself $5,000 and you just say what you want the poll to do, and there's somebody out there who will put it out there, and they'll get it.
That's why I'm not big on polling. Polling during the Trump era completely broke me because it was all proven to be so wrong. And I'm not saying that. And then I could turn around and be a complete hypocrite and see one that's positive to Trump, and my comeback is always, well, it must be real because they would never say anything positive about Trump.
Your confirmation bias has been confirmed.
Yep.
But getting back to it is that for me, and this is just how Andrew Gosser's looking at it, is that I am going to celebrate all the great stuff that Trump is doing and the House and the Senate. But I am going to be that thorn in the side that says, hey, what about the SAVE Act? Hey, what about the Epstein files? And really drive in on those, because I don't want them to forget. And maybe it's for my spiritual beliefs, that's where this is coming from. Maybe it's just because how my mom raised me and the morals that you put in me, that you don't mess around with people's kids. And it's not even the perception, Clay. It's the reality is that very influential people above the political class, the global elite, they're doing bad stuff to kids, and they're getting away with it. And we all know that we would not get away with it. And we have to hold them accountable. And our justice system, and not just the DOJ, but these judges are absolutely out of control too. And if we don't figure out a way to get this all under control, it is going to fall to the left, because humans are all about being weak and will just default to the easiest way to go, you know?
I want to play this video here
Sure.
of a left-wing nut job that sums up exactly why we need to try to rally ourselves together. She looks like what you would imagine a left-wing nut job looking like.
Mm-hmm.
She looks like a treasure troll doll with multiple colored neon hair.
Mm-hmm.
And this is her talking about Trump voters. This is, again, we got to remember who the enemy is, guys.
If you support Trump, or any of them at this fucking point, I'm going to question if you graduated high school. I'm going to question if you actually read a book. I'm going to question if you are actually legally allowed to drive, or if you have an expired license and you like to play pretend and know how to drive. Because I know personally some people that do that. If you can side with somebody who has so much evidence against them that they are a criminal, a violent felon who has committed atrocities against human nature, if you can still support that, even though there is blatant evidence in your face saying that that's what's going on, I'm going to question your intelligence. Immediately, your views will be lowered, because what do you mean you can side with a pedophile, a murderer, but yet you think the issue is immigrants in your street?
It is.
You think the issue is the poor people around you, and not the billionaires that are eating people and raping children. From what I've gathered over time, is I've realized that most of the people that support it happen to have done those things themselves. And that's why they don't say anything, because, oh, if that is rape and that is assault, then that means that I did that to somebody. Yeah, it does. That would require you to take accountability for your actions, wouldn't it? And that would be really hard for you, because that seems to be the issue with men nowadays, is taking fucking accountability. Deflect. That's all.
So I think that last 20 seconds of that video, she was talking to whoever touched her wrong at some point in life. But that is the people we're dealing with. So guys, decide which side you're on. Are you on that side? Are you on this side? There's ways to get y'all's point across without completely abandoning ship and going and joining that side. Because make no mistake, if y'all decide to sit out the midterms, I'm so disgusted I'm not going to vote.
Yep.
That's a vote for that side.
It is.
Because they're fired up and ready to vote. I mean, they are pissed off, they are hungry, and they are fired up to take back control and dole us out a whole lot of revenge.
And they've got millions of dollars of money coming in from outside of the United States to try to influence what happens inside the United States. We got to remember that.
We'll be right back on the Clay Edwards Show with Andrew Gosser. All right, guys, ain't no point in leaving y'all hanging, just to bring you right back to say bye. Fun show today. A lot of stuff out there. Just remember, what side are you on? There's a lot of evil people out there that would love for y'all to be so mad about the Epstein stuff that they would have never released a single fucking word of, that you'll sit it out, that you would even consider joining the other side. Silence is violence. Never forget that. Same energy. No vote is violence. A no vote is a vote for the other side. I'll see y'all back tomorrow. Y'all stay tuned to WYAB. Andrew will be on here from 10 to noon. Peace.